Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to make a simple keychain. This is going to be a round crown vignette. So what you're going to do is take two pieces of paracord. Mine are about 3 feet long. One of them is like coyote brown. The other one is camo. This is all comes from Buckle Runner. And what you're going to do is whichever one you decide, you're going to make these the same length, and what you're going to do is you're going to find the middle, and you're going to put the key ring on one of them, and then you're going to take, and I got to turn it around the other way here. This is very difficult to film, so bear with me. What you're going to do is you're going to take the one that's got the key ring and pinch it on your hand, and you're going to put the other one right up against it just like that. You're going to pinch it. So if you were to spread these out, it would basically, you have the two camo ones here. You just got those in between there. Okay, the only really difficult part of this is the start. So if you can get the start down, then you got it made. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at this and you're going to make it, just open it up just like you had a cross. Okay, and you see the paracord right there. The green is going up and down. Of course, it's going around the ring. So what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of lay these over. What you're going to do is just kind of make a little loop for each one. Okay. And what you're going to do is, you see that's looped. What you're going to do is just going to be weaving this stuff back and forth. And it came out, so you just want to get a good pinch on it, and you can tighten this up really easy. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the one on the bottom, and you're going to want to go over the first one and go under the second one. And so it takes a little bit because you do have a lot of cord, but if you can see that, then I'm going to take the one on top, and I'm just going to take that over. I'm going to take it over this one, and I'm going to go under here. So the start is the most important part. That seems to be the most difficult. And so once you get that down, you just repeat the process. Very, very simple once you get the hang of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually tighten this up a little bit. And you can see what I'm talking about. It'll be just like a little square. And I know my hands are kind of shaky, but this is very difficult to film through the camera and tie this knot. So what you're going to do is you're just going to tighten these up just by pushing. Okay, and so you got to get closer, and you just tighten up, and just go back and forth like that, and you can get it very, very tight. Okay, and so what you're going to do is you'll just tighten that up till you can't get any tighter. And what you have the beginning knot. You have a key ring in it that holds it from undoing, and then you also have a space in there so you can make we're going to make a keychain. That's why I got a keychain here. This is going to be just a little lanyard. And once you get this down, you don't have to put the keychain thing in there. You can just do whatever you want. You want to make just a regular lanyard, or you can put a flashlight on it, you can put a knife on it, whatever. Okay, so that's what you have. You have the basic little square pattern. Now, this is the one thing that is going to throw people off, but what you're going to do is you're going to turn it, it's like a square here, you're going to turn it to a diamond shape. So you have the diamond point at the top and at the bottom. So it kind of looks like a little diamond instead of a square. It's a diamond. And what you're going to take is you're going to take whatever is at the bottom of the diamond, and you're going to flip that to the top. Okay, and we're gonna weave it just like we did before. So you have what looks like here. Now remember, we just did over one and under the other. So you just got to remember, okay, you're always going to go over and then under. So you just take this one and slide that through. And I know my thumb's in the way, but I'm going to show you. You go over and under one. This one. You go over and under one. So looks like a big mess, but once you start tightening it up, see, that looks familiar. That is our first square that we started off with. We just got another one right on top of it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to tighten these up. Just twist around again. What's great about this knot is no matter where your diamond shape is, like I said, if you get kind of confused and kind of throw it around a little bit, they're all basically the same over-under. So if you get thrown off one side or you flip it around or whatever, it's okay, because you can really do this with any corner. So what you're going to want to do is just get that diamond shape in the beginning, because see, they all go over and under the other one. So I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to show you this, and then what you'll do is you just continue on, and then I'll show you how to end it. So we're going to take the one from the bottom to the top, top to the bottom, and then remember, I'm going to go from my right, just because that's always how I usually do it, just right-handed. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over this one and under the little loop. So you're always going to get under that little loop there. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you got that one, you're going to go over one, and you've got a loop already here. Okay. Now, and you start, if you can kind of get your mindset right to where you kind of see what the cord is doing and where it's going, and you can kind of get your system down. Now, this is a way more difficult filming this and actually seeing the knot through the camera, which is what I'm doing. I've got it set up on a little tripod. But once you have this in front of you, it will be a lot easier. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to tighten up. I like my crown seignettes very, very tight. And so what you'll have is there won't be any corners on this. So some of them you see square, that's going to be the square. We're going to do this is going to be the round one. And so what I'm going to do to show you the very end is you can either take, which I don't like doing this, but if you're still learning, it's going to be difficult to do the next step. But you can just tie that in one big knot, or you can finish it off by, as you get it the length that you want. I mean, you just keep doing that. You can snip these off, and what you do is you just snip those off and take a lighter, and I got some gunk on the side, but you just take a lighter and you burn it, and what it will happen is you just kind of burn it, the edge, so it won't unravel, and a little bit of that, you want to get a little bit of that into the other parts of the paracord, so it actually melts into the paracord, and then it won't unravel. It's good. So I'm just going to do one more wrap for you. I'm going to do over. I'm going to do from the bottom to the top, and then I'm going to do over and under. So yeah, that's all you got to remember. Just go from the bottom to the top and over and under. Now, all this paracord I got, along with a ring, came from Buckle Runner, and all of my subscribers get a 10% discount, which will pay for your taxes on the products. Plus also they do free shipping in the United States. So pretty good deal. They got some very, very bright, vibrant colors. And I love the dark earth tones that they sent me, so that's what I wanted to do. So that's what you got, and you'll have something that looks like this, except longer. You can do it as long as you want. You can do this for lanyard, keychain. I've got these on pocket knives, and I'll do, once I get some of these done with this paracord from Buckle Runner, I will show some finished products and some products that will give you ideas on what to make, things to do, because it's really just limited to what you can think up. Because you can take a simple knot like the crown cignette, you can make a square, you can make it rounded, you can put it on just about anything. You can put, some people have somehow affixed things inside there to make it stiff. You can use this to wrap items. There's all different types. So there is just a little bit, the pattern rolls around in a circle, and there's no fixed square type. I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. It's very simple. I'm just going to go from the bottom to the top, and then the top to the bottom, and then we're just going to go over and under, and then we're going to do the same thing on this other side. And you can see how easier it gets. That start is really what gets you, and if you can get that, then you got it made. So here we go with another little square or diamond shape, whatever you want to call it. We're just going to tighten that up. Tighten that up, and you can see the pattern forming. You can see the thickness. And you can do this actually with double paracord. If you get to the point where you've got this down and you feel comfortable enough doing that, again, we're going to go from the bottom to the top, top to the bottom. I'm going to go over and under. And then the last one is going to go over and under. You can actually do this with 2 pieces of paracord. You can do it with 2 pieces of paracord on each one. Instead of just using 1, you'll use 2 on both. You can use 2 on 1, 2 on one side, and then just 1 piece of paracord. There's all kinds of different things you can do. The color combinations are pretty awesome because the colors of the paracord will look one way when you're just looking at it by itself, but when you mix it with another color, it brings out the colors and actually makes certain things look change. Like, you didn't think that color would look that way, but it looks really, really cool. So I like mixing up the color combinations just because they look so different than just the plain paracord. And that's one of the cool things about Buckle Runner is all their paracord is the same cost. They're not charging you extra for multi-camo and all these different colors. They got some really cool colors. And you can see this one. This is insane. I love that. But they got some bright, bright colors. And, it's all the same. It's shipped to you. I really like that. So, here you go, guys. I'm trying not to make the video too long, but I just want to show you that's what it's going to look like. So you'll see a pattern in there as you twist it around. You can make this, usually I make these about 3 inches long, and I've made tons of these, and they make great stocking stuffers. I tell you what, if you're just bored and you want to make something, you can crank these out pretty quick. And you saw in the time, I was doing it very slow to show people how to do it, try to keep it on camera. But you can crank these out, and you can finish a lanyard in 15 minutes. You can give these as gifts. And I tell you what, man, I give these